Bitcoin is crashing. Well, that's because of the US-China trade war has officially begun, with Trump imposing a 100% tariff increase on China for a total of 130%. I don't think it's not something I'm too worried about long term, but of course I know everyone's already going to start to panic and freak out. So I thought I'd jump on here and just kind of cover what was going on. But that's what's happening right now. But this also means there are some other things happening in crypto, and we see this every year when markets go crazy, whether the market's going up and everyone's buying, or everyone is panic selling and dumping like they're doing right now. But this is just in from Watcher Guru. Binance and Coinbase have reported degraded performance with transactions due to heavy market activity. So yeah, this is another reason why I don't keep my crypto on exchanges. Not that I'm trading during these times, but again, when the exchange goes down, you cannot access your crypto. So there's not much you can do. And I haven't checked the actual crypto exchanges yet. I believe the websites are still up and running. But I know like last year, there were times when the market was going crazy and like the actual Coinbase website was down. So just another reason to make sure your crypto is held in a cold wallet. And I also saw this $1.25 trillion eliminated from the stock market today. So everything is red. Of course, Bitcoin, everything in crypto follows Bitcoin, and Bitcoin seems to follow somewhat closely to the stock market. But yeah, just wanted to jump on here and say that. Another interesting story that I found that's kind of unrelated, but it all ties together really, is this guy here on Twitter was hacked for over $900,000. And he was using two of the most popular hot wallets, Phantom and Rabby. And for those of you who say computers are safer for crypto, they're not. I don't know where you get that idea. In fact, I believe phones are safer because as far as like downloading apps, the app stores have a lot higher standards versus stuff you can download onto your computer. And also, I believe phones get less malware than computers. But anyways, this guy was interacting with a lot of DeFi platforms on Ethereum. And where did he say? So he said he was using Phantom and Rabby. Both got drained at the same time. Again, $900,000. But this is the part that pisses me off. He says, I have a hardware wallet since recently, but I didn't get around to it. Again, this is why I tell you this stuff over and over and over again. But, back to the market, as we go through, trials and tribulations like this, where the market goes up and everyone's, full of joy and there's so much euphoria. And at the same time, when the market goes down and everyone is in panic mode and trying to sell as quickly as possible, this is when mistakes are made. This is when mistakes are made. So, I'm just holding through all this. It doesn't affect anything I'm doing with my crypto. But I will say, if you are one to panic, take that extra minute or two to just stop, breathe, actually, think about what you're doing, double check things. Because again, this is where most mistakes are made, and scammers actually take advantage of these kinds of situations. So just be on the lookout. Just be aware, because things can get really crazy these next few months, as we head into the new year. So go through that. I'm just jumping on here real quick, just to say what's up to everyone. Also, I made a post yesterday, a written post about, kind of how like running this channel, one of the biggest issues, or I guess, problems that I face is self-doubt just in myself and my own limiting beliefs. And, kind of how I started, like I started working at a grocery store, bagging groceries, moved my way up the corporate ladder, eventually got fired for some political stuff. Then I was detailing cars for $8 an hour, which was one of the best jobs I've ever had. But unfortunately, $8 an hour doesn't pay the rent. Um, and then, eventually I lost my apartment, had to move in with my friend. And then eventually I moved in with my girlfriend and ended up getting a job at a dispensary in a completely another state, which the pay was, it was okay. But it was a 200-mile round trip that I was driving back and forth every day. So, I put almost 200,000 miles on my car. The gas was insane. So yeah, it was insane. All that to say, now what I do is I run this channel full time, and I kind of made that post just to kind of reminisce and think about things, but also like if anyone else is feeling, any self-doubt or doubtful about their life, or maybe, a situation that's going on, maybe just take a second to look back and see how far you've come, because I realize that, God has blessed me with, some amazing people. And I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who commented on that post, because it was a lot of good feedback. And I feel like a lot of people can really relate to it, because, everyone goes through struggles. We're human. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Just going to go through the chats real here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give any investment advice. I mean, generally, the common saying is, you buy the dips. I'm not telling you to buy anything, but the worst time is to sell, in my opinion, is when everything crashes. But for some reason, that's when everyone sells, and I've done it myself, so. Um, let's see here. I always get some spammers. Every live stream, there's someone who wants to come on the channel and spam some bull crap. I think it's hilarious. It doesn't ever show the comment, and they just get blocked. Also, something funny that I've noticed is every time I post a video for like the last, I don't know, year or 6 months, there's always the same number of people that dislike the video. So I have like a set number of haters on this channel, and I love my haters. Shout out to all my haters. A lot of people are saying Kraken isn't letting them buy and sell. This, again, this is what happens when the market gets out of hand, whether things are going up or we see a mass sell-off right now. Again, Kraken, Binance, Coinbase, just like this says, degraded performance with transactions due to heavy market activity. If you're really trying to trade right now, and you're really trying to, I don't know, secure profit or whatever it may be, an option you could have if your crypto is in a wallet outside of an exchange is you could use a decentralized exchange to swap your crypto to a stable coin. Not financial advice. You could usually do this directly in your cold wallet using the native cold wallet swap feature as well. But yeah, just a heads up, if you can't swap on the exchange, there are other options. And guys, remember, you only lose money if you sell. Just because your portfolio is down doesn't mean you lost money, because you never even realized that profit in the first place. So if you had $1,000 and it went up to $2,000, but you never took that profit, well, you still haven't made $1,000. And same if it goes back down $1,000. You didn't lose $1,000 because you never even realized the profit. So don't freak out. Deb says, in times like this is when Kraken, Robinhood, and Coinbase crash, it makes me think I really should move everything into my cold wallet. Deb, you should have moved everything into your cold wallet long before any of this happened, for a lot of reasons. A little bits ask, any new deals on cold wallets? Yeah, actually, thanks for bringing that up. Tangem is running a deal right now. You can get up to 25% off on their website. So it's 25% off the ring, 15% off select cards. The link to this deal is in the description of this live stream. But also, and this is a really good time right now, you get free Bitcoin with every purchase. It's like $5 of free Bitcoin. But because Bitcoin is down right now, if you were to go and, get Bitcoin at this price and it goes up, your $5 could turn into, uh, a little more money at least. So it's free money. But that's the main deal that's going on right now is Tangem. And again, link is in the description of this live stream. Deb says, can you sell from your cold wallet? Yes, you can. You can swap or sell crypto like to your actual bank account. I probably would be hesitant to actually like try to use a centralized exchange right now, just because it's probably not going to work. So again, if you're looking to like secure profits, one easy way to do it all on chain, so you don't have to interact with centralized exchanges, is to use a decentralized exchange, or just swap your crypto to a stable coin. Nicola says, could you explain to me when transferring my crypto to a Ledger wallet, there are certain coins that don't have their own app, but they're saying they're on Ethereum. So the way wallets work, if a wallet supports the Ethereum blockchain network, then that means it supports all the tokens on that network. So like Ledger, it supports Ethereum. That means it also supports all the meme tokens, the ERC20 tokens on Ethereum. So like Pepe and whatever other meme tokens there are. So yeah, you would just send that token on ETH to your Ethereum address. Deb, yes, you can swap in a cold wallet. Samsung Apple says, so if we're up and Kraken is down, can we swap to a stablecoin in Tangent Wallet? Would that allow us to take profit when Kraken is down? So depending on the exchange method that Kraken uses for your swap, because sometimes Kraken will just use a centralized exchange like MoonPay or Changely or whatever. But sometimes it will choose a decentralized exchange. So you would just have to go and try it and see if it's a decentralized exchange, it'll tell you. But it might not work if the swap is relying on centralized exchanges, because it sounds like trading is down or degraded across all centralized exchanges right now. Joseph says, but why did all the exchanges crash? Because the orders that are coming in, they're just there's so much. What am I trying to say? There's so much pressure on these platforms. There's so many people coming on. So not only are they getting a probably 10, 20, 100x the website traffic than they usually get, which you would think they would be ready for, but the buy and sell orders are just lining up. So on networks like Bitcoin, that's not an efficient network. These transactions take a long time to go through, so they're probably just getting backed up. And yeah, we're seeing the result of that. Kiki said, I tried to swap in Tangent, it crashed also. So yeah, again, cold wallets, most of them just utilize centralized exchanges to do their swaps. Again, if you want to swap your crypto, you're going to have to use a decentralized exchange. Brandon Presley says, are you saying that you can cash out from your Tangent cold wallet to your bank account? I thought you had to go through one of the exchanges to do that. Yes, you can cash out crypto from your cold wallet. It doesn't, not just Tangent, Ledger, Trezor. The thing is, and to your point, Brandon, all cold wallets, they just partner with centralized exchanges to offer these services through the cold wallet app so that it's a more seamless service. But when you sell on a cold wallet, for example, you still create an account on whatever exchange they use to sell. And so it's a similar process. It's just supposed to be more seamless. Yeah, lots of people reporting not being able to buy and sell crypto. Again, this kind of just exposes like crypto exchanges. You know, I mean, this is, if you've been around for even a year, this isn't anything new. This happens literally every year. Rick says, do you think Bitcoin will go to 1 million one day? I honestly have no idea. I usually lean more optimistic. I think anything is possible. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on real quick again. Um, Trump announced a potential 100% tariff increase on China starting November 1st. This seems to have caused some kind of chain reaction, um, across the stock market and the crypto market, which is why we are seeing red everywhere. That's why everything is dumping. Um, I'm not panicking personally. Y'all do whatever you want. Definitely, for sure, get your crypto into a cold wallet. Get them off exchanges as soon as possible. One of the best and safest and most easy to use cold wallets is Tangem, which you get free Bitcoin when you buy a Tangem wallet right now, and you get a discount. That deal is in the description of this live stream. Definitely check it out. But yeah, I got to roll up out of here. Everyone have a great weekend. God bless and peace out, guys.